Hey, welcome everybody. I'm Tony Collins. I don't know if I've had a chance to meet everybody. I'm the Director of Columbus Recreation and Parks, and I want to thank everybody for being here today. This is a really cool moment in our department, and a cool moment for this park and the people who believe so much in what it does for the community. So thank you for everybody for being here. Today we get to announce the Arboretum accreditation of the Park of Roses. That's pretty cool, right? The park is named one of America's top 10 public rose gardens by the All-American Rose Society. We knew that, right? And being inducted into the Great Rosarians of the World's Rose Garden of Excellence Hall of Fame. That's a mouthful right there, by the way. The Rosarians of the World's Rose Hall of Fame. So that's pretty incredible. Today we get to add another honor. The Arboretum Accreditation Program was created to establish and share a widely recognized set of industry standards for the purpose of unifying the Arboretum community and providing a mechanism for benchmarking the guidelines for professional development. Anytime we go through an accreditation process, what I tell my team is it's about two things. Number one is it's making sure that we understand that we're utilizing the best practices in the industry, and that's what this Arboretum piece does. The second piece for me is making sure our community knows that we're doing that. Because that's really what it's about, is what we're providing to our citizens. This isn't just your average run-of-the-mill, shop or garden. This is an accredited situation where we're meeting best standards that are set across the country. That's pretty cool, and that's an amazing thing. Arboretum accreditation programs recognize arboreta at various levels of development, capacity, and professionalism. There's no other international program of accreditation that exists in the world of arboreta. Accredited arboreta are examples of high professional standards meeting those best practices. So what does that mean? It means our staff and our community partners are being recognized for their level of achievement and the passion and the effort that they put into these gardens. It recognizes our commitment to the environment, and specifically our efforts in Columbus Recreation and Parks is to one of the pillars. We have 3 pillars that we focus on, and one of those is conservation. And this recognizes our level of commitment to our conservation. So I'm proud that this work has been done. I'm proud of the team of volunteers and staff that have gone through the effort to put it through, that the Park of Roses is officially credited as a level 1 Arboretum. That's pretty exciting. You know, trees and the impact of trees is well known by the City of Columbus, both in our Recreation and Parks Department, as well as Public Service, Public Utilities, the Mayor's Office. We value what trees do for our community. In 2015, the Urban Tree Canopy Assessment Report was done. If you haven't seen it, it's available online. It looks at our entire city region and what we need to do in terms of the tree canopy. The report showed that we need to plant 300,000 trees in the next 5 years to keep up just with the impacts of insect damage and other environmental hazards. So just to keep up, we need to plant 300,000 trees. It seems insurmountable, but we're working very hard to hit that goal. We planted 20,000 trees just in 2015. So we're growing that each year, and this effort is a part of that. We all know the benefits of trees, but just so we're reminded, and just for CTV, so we have it, trees absorb, trap, and offset and hold pollutants such as particulates, ozone, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and CO2. Trees diminish asthma symptoms and reduce UVB exposure by 50%. Trees lower energy demand. They help keep our houses cool, our neighborhoods cool in the summer, and help block wind to help protect our resources, the need for heat in the winter. This is an important piece. Trees have an economic value to our community as well. We all know that, but just one particular fact, for every 10% increase in the canopy, the tree canopy, it increases the value of our homes by $1,300. That's pretty incredible, right? That's why I know I bought my house based on the tree canopy in my neighborhood. We love it, and the front porch. I just think that when we think about all those things, the importance of the trees and our tree canopy in Columbus, we need efforts like this. We need partners, we need volunteers that are going to help us do that. And we've been doing that all year. This is one of those processes, and we want to thank you for that. Like any milestone, we couldn't have done this alone. We can't do things just as a staff. I want to thank a bunch of people. First off, the Park of Roses Foundation, thank you. And specifically Foundation Chair Professor Sidner, thank you very much. Volunteers that work in the garden, I know we have hundreds and hundreds of hours booked in the garden, shifts, folks that come over and spend, every time I've come into the garden, there's been a group of volunteers working here. And I can't say thank you enough to those folks. The Park of Roses staff, past and present, working under the supervision of our city forester, Jim Long. Thank you, Jim. Past city foresters, Joe Sulak and Jack Lowe. And I'd like to thank also Jim Sly and Barry Weber. And even though she doesn't like the spotlight, and I understand there might be a little bit of argument between, is this the volunteers that have done this, or is this the staff that has done this? And us as staff, we value volunteerism, so we're always going to be thankful of the volunteers we have. But I do recognize that we have stars like Stephanie Williams on our staff. People want to work for us. People are passionate about recreation and parks work. It's awesome to be a part of a team, a part of an organization, a part of a profession that I get to work with people like Stephanie that believe in what they do so much, that are so committed and put all the extra effort in. So thank you, Stephanie, for everything that you do. We appreciate you. It's also a treasure and a treat, and not common, to believe it or not, to have the support of the leadership of the city when it comes to recreation and parks. We are very supported. Mayor Ginther and his team are very supportive of recreation and parks, and been involved with our department all the way through since I've been here, and long time before that, and I'm so thankful for his help and his assistance. And I've had the pleasure to introduce to you Kimber Perfect, the Deputy Chief of Staff for Mayor Ginther.
Thank you, Director Collins. I'm so honored to be here. I was just so pleased when Mayor Ginther appointed me as certainly on his staff, but also as a liaison for him to the Department of Recreation and Parks. It's avid outdoorswoman and cyclist, and enjoy all of our parks. And I have to say, congratulations to all of you, because this is an amazing designation. I have been a beneficiary of all your volunteerism and the staff's hard work for many decades. I've cycled through the Park of Roses, I know, at least 100 times, and have enjoyed this park with with generations of my family now. So congratulations to all, both our staff at Recs and Parks, as well as all of the volunteers here at the Park of Roses. I know one volunteer in particular, Kathy Ferrari, so I've had the pleasure of experiencing firsthand what one of our volunteers here really is engaged in, the passion that Kathy has for the gardens here and the hard work, and now a master gardener herself. And Kathy and Kathy was my first boss out of college, but more importantly, she's a lifelong friend. So I know Kathy's in good company with all the rest of the fabulous volunteers. I'm a park volunteer myself, just not at this park. I live on Goodale Park, so I organized a group of neighbors to adopt a bed in Goodale Park. So we have a ways to go to catch up with the Park of Roses volunteers, but we're working at it all year round to keep our park beautiful as well. So Mayor Ginther has often said, since he took office, that his priority, his top 3 priorities are neighborhoods, neighborhoods, neighborhoods. So we really appreciate what you are doing to help keep this neighborhood vital. This neighborhood actually happens to be the mayor's neighborhood. Most of you probably know that. He's a proud graduate of Whetstone High School. But you know, the commitment to our neighborhoods, the access to our parks, and equitable access to programming that we have across all of our recreation and Parks Department facilities and parks across the city is really critical to continue to lift everybody up in our community and ensure that all of us are enjoying the successes of this community. So I just want to again say thank you for all you're doing, not only for this park and this neighborhood, but our community as a whole. And congrats again.
Thanks, Kimber. We really appreciate the support. It's so important to us. I want to bring Dr. Sonora up to speak to you guys as well. I know he has a couple comments about this award, or this designation. Doctor.
Thanks very much. My job is to deliver a few more Attagirls to Stephanie. She has been remarkable. You know, that and the support she got from the city was super. Our job was just trying to be supportive and make sure she felt like she was moving in the right direction, and she did. This is a really nice designation, and we all owe Stephanie and the City of Columbus a great thanks. Thanks very much.
What I would like to do, though, is get the volunteer group to come up with Stephanie, and I'd like to get a photo, a celebratory photo here in front of the fireplace with the accreditation certificate that we can make sure we communicate out to the community and let everybody know about this exciting news. I also want to share, too, when we do finish putting the mulch around the tree, we have a great marker that just signifies the ArbNet accreditation from Arboretum that will go on the tree, that will safely put on the tree to indicate that we have been designated, and we'll work on some signage in the garden as well. So thank you again for everybody for being here. Thank you to the volunteers, and thank you to the staff for what we've been able to accomplish here at Whetstone.